My name is Godfrey Francis. Let me say something raw. Healing takes time, but peace, that takes fearless nerve. If you think you're behind in life, stop that immediately, because you are wrong. The truth is, you're probably comparing timelines with people who never had to survive yours. Let me say it again. If you think you're behind in life, you are wrong. The truth is, you're probably comparing timelines with people who never had to survive yours. Some people grew up like seedlings in a greenhouse, nurtured, shielded from the storm. They had space to grow, energy to explore, and the luxury of building early, careers, relationships, and a sense of stability. But if you grew up in chaos, if your childhood was a battlefield, not a playground, your story runs on a different timeline. While others were laying bricks, you were patching wounds. Your 20s might have felt like crawling through fog, trying to find yourself while carrying baggage you didn't pack. Healing took precedence over hustling, and maybe now, in your 30s, you're only just starting to feel the ground beneath your feet. That's not failure, that's survival, that's strength. Because here's the truth, what you're building now isn't rushed or fragile. It's like a fortress carved from stone, not a house of cards stacked in calm weather. The insights you've gained, they're deep, like roots that had to grow in dry, cracked soil to find water. Your boundaries are sharp, like fences forged from lessons others never had to learn. Your values, tested in fire, not handed down in comfort. And your resilience, proven. You didn't just walk through the storm, you became the shelter. You are not behind, you are not broken, you are not late. You just had a different starting line, and you've been running with weights on your ankles while others sprinted free. But now those weights are off, and what you build now, it'll outlast the temporary, outshine the easy wins, and echo with purpose. This is your pace, this is your path. You're not late, you're right on time for your journey. It's not just about when you start building your life, it's about who you stop building it for. After years of surviving chaos, you owe yourself peace, not more conflict disguised as closure. You need to understand, your reactions, your responses, your snappy comebacks will not flip the script. It won't make them respect you, any more than yelling at a brick wall makes it listen. It won't force them to understand. Some minds are locked from the inside. It won't transform enemies into friends. Not everyone's wired for empathy. You can explain yourself until your voice is hoarse, your spirit drained. But if someone's determined to see you through a distorted lens, they will. And that's their right. As frustrating as it is, they're entitled to be wrong about you. So stop pouring energy into black holes. Stop begging for closure from people who benefit from leaving you confused. Stop chasing explanations from those who were never interested in clarity. Some chapters end like storms, sudden, loud, and unresolved. You don't always get a goodbye. Sometimes the silence is the answer. That's life, not a perfect story, but a series of life lessons. Because your peace, it's a garden, and it dies when you keep opening the gates to wild animals. Your growth, it's like a tree, slow, steady, and too sacred to be stunted by someone else's opinion. And your truth, it's a flame. It doesn't need their approval to burn bright. So build that inner foundation. Make your mind the place you go to for safety, not conflict. The less you need others to validate your experience, the freer you become, like a bird that finally realizes the cage door was never locked. You didn't start late, you started heavy, and look how far you've come. You don't need their understanding to walk in your truth, you just need to keep walking. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to stop chasing closure. Let me know in the comments, are you healing, building, or both right now? Follow for more if you're rewriting your story, not explaining it. If you've ever been misunderstood, you're not alone. Hit like, and let's talk about it. Comment, I'm not late, if you're finally walking your own timeline. Thanks for watching.